Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars. Absolutely honored to bring you guys this gorgeous 2016 Mazda CX-5 Sport with 73,565 miles on it. It's the all-wheel drive model, and it's all the way in from Connecticut, where they get about a third, that's right, a third of the snow we get here in Rochester, New York, and they get a decent amount more sunshine, so it is super clean underneath. We're going to cover that in this video, as well as all the very minor, this is an extremely clean vehicle, but every vehicle that's a few years old has a couple marks here and there, and we just don't want you to be surprised when you come here to test drive it, or if you buy it online, which about actually 45% of our business is shipped elsewhere. We certainly do not want there to be any surprises either way. So while we're up front here, we'll start with this. There's a little door ding. It's very hard to see because it's small, but if you could see my hand right, let me see here. It's right there physically. You could maybe see in the reflection. There you go, on that line. It's just a very little door ding right there. I don't know if this is no, that's not a scuff. That's something on it. It's a little bit tough because the water from washing it froze on it, which is super pleasant on a very windy 20-degree day. But here we are, lovely Rochester, New York, or outside of it to its west anyways. Yeah, that is just ice. It's going to be tough to show you guys some of the, there's like a little stone chip right there, if you could see that. Nothing that would jump out, nothing that you would probably even notice, like those little stone chips on the front here. While we're in this position, it has brand new tires. These have literally like 8 miles on them. They're a good all-season tire, and again, this is an all-wheel drive model. It has at least half left on the brakes. They feel perfect. It could be quite a bit more, but at least half is left on the brakes there. This is the extent of, its drama, so to speak. There's this door ding with a chip right there, which my hand for reference, it's by no means horrible, but it is there. Want you to know about that. Absolutely beautiful shape. Otherwise, there's a light little, actually that's paint from something else, and that will come off. Just in case it doesn't, want you to see it there. And it looks like, yeah, that was more ice on the door handle. Couple little scuffs right there that might not come off, kind of by my foot in the reflection. Fighting the weather here, guys. Sorry. There you go. That little scuff right there. There's some very light scratches on the back bumper where cargo has come out and chipped the paint, like right there. This you'll never see because it's behind the license plate, but that's kind of like a rub mark on the paint from the previous owner's license plate. As I promised, underneath is extremely clean. You can see for the most part everything's still black. All the labels are still on it. There's no crusty, penetrating or flaking rust or anything like that. Just quite a bit cleaner than a Rochester car. Maybe consistent with a Rochester car that's 2 or 3 years old instead of, a 2016. Very, very clean. Inside the back, nice and clean as well. Good indication it was cared for, that it's not all beat up on the inside as well. The tires that were on it were matching, evenly worn, and if I remember correctly, Yokohama, so not a dirt cheap tire by any means. They were just beyond, we wouldn't put our family in them, so we don't want to put yours in them. They were just, I'd say maybe 30% remaining. In the back here, super, super clean. It is missing the center headrest. I would assume they took that out because it was difficult to to see out the back window with the rear view mirror. By the way, it's a good time to mention this does not have a backup camera. We have many, many times sourced backup cameras for people that want them. They could either be replacement rear view mirrors that clip onto the existing mirror, which is the most cost-effective solution, or we do offer one that actually replaces the existing mirror, which has a more, original fit and finish, a little bit more money. If that headrest is a deal breaker, please do reach out, because we'd hate for you to pass on the car because of it. Hopefully we could source one, but just noticed it and have not looked into it. So back of the car again is just perfectly clean. Carpets are perfect. Underneath these floor mats is perfect as well. These are the floor mats that came with it. They did a good job of protecting the carpet, and they didn't get that dirty themselves. Again, a nice sign of a caring owner. Very little, if any, wear on the main driver's mat, and that's just, mud from wintertime logistics on the pedals, unfortunately. Driver's seat's in great shape with only a little bit of wrinkling down here, a little bit of discoloration from whatever they used I hate to say, but in their hair, it discolored the headrest and wouldn't come off in detail. Maybe take another swing at that, but it looks like that's a stain, unfortunately. Headliner is in excellent shape. Looks like there's one little scuff right there in the center of your screen, but otherwise just absolutely perfect. I'll show you guys underneath the hood. The masterpiece of this is Mazda's Sky Active technology. These are really, really good on gas. It's quite a peppy thing too. It's Mazda's 2.5 liter version. When these first came out, they were only a 2 liter, and a lot of people complain that they didn't have enough power, but Sky Active technology is just absolutely awesome, and the 2.5 liters more than enough. That's the same as Toyota RAV4, and Honda, I believe, is still using a 2.4. They definitely were in 2016, just not sure if they still are for 2025. Not, of course, that's what you're shopping against, but yeah, nice big 4-cylinder for the car. It will have a full synthetic oil and filter change, just like all of our cars. It's a good time to mention, too, it does have 2 sets of smart keys, which are unusual. I'm used to, personally, maybe you are as well, unless you're a Mazda family watching this, but I'm used to smart key that has either a button or a touch sensor, and as long as you have the key, it locks and unlocks without taking it out of your pocket. On this particular vehicle, the key does in fact have to come out of your pocket to lock and unlock on the buttons, but then once you get in the car, which we are going to do, get out of this 20-degree nastiness, get in the car, you just hold the brake and press the button to start it. But again, it does not have full smart key or full smart access in that you do have to take that key out to lock and unlock it. And unless I'm missing something, and if I do, I'm super embarrassed, just let me know in the comments. But there is no indication of buttons or sensors or anything. But so it's of course an automatic transmission with sport mode, which is awesome. It's programmed like any modern car. It's programmed to keep the RPMs as low as possible to get as much gas mileage as possible. But unlike some other brands, they do give you the sport mode, so it's more fun. And it does have the manual shift option as well. It's got cruise control, it's got Bluetooth, it's got curtain airbags that protect all 4 window passengers' heads from banging against the window in a side collision, and it's even got airbags that come out here and protect against the door, your hips and ribs if you're in the front 2 seats, and of course the driver's face and the passenger's face. It's got a USB and an auxiliary in, and again, we can add a backup camera if you'd want. Power windows, power mirrors, power locks, of course, and a height adjustable driver's seat. So I also try to throw into some of these videos for you guys because I love cars, live and breathe cars. I guess a fault, but maybe not for you guys watching these videos because I'll give you some retro review information. This vehicle is incredible. I've been a Toyota owner most of my life. Mazda has really, really impressed me as we've had them for the business, and now I guess technically I don't own a car. I just always drive something from work. I have a truck and some collector vehicles. But anyways, point is, compared to a RAV4 or a Honda CR-V, which have been the go-to, mid-size and compact SUVs for decades, this is a nicer vehicle, and coming from me, personally, that means quite a bit. It's very sporty. It's very fun to drive. The fit and finish on the inside's pretty fantastic. It has the only downside I would say of its sportiness, and it's impossible to show you guys given the current conditions, is at high highway speeds. Over, I'd say, at and above 80 miles per hour. You can really feel that it's a sport-tuned suspension. Perhaps not in a good way. It's a little bit tight. Maybe I'm just perhaps a little bit sensitive to that myself, but it's quite a bit. It rides quite a bit tighter and sportier than the Toyota RAV4 and the Honda CR-V, which again, I give Mazda credit, because if you're considering those and you're not considering this, you absolutely should. So as you see here, it's not at all shy on power. We'll get on it here. So now that we're going highway speeds, I'm going to take my hand off the wheel and I'm going to get on the brakes. As you see, no shakes, no shimmies, nothing like that. And what we're going to do is we'll go back to the end here, turn around and come back. We just have to watch where there's about an inch of snow that drifted across the road. Not sure if you saw that. As you see, the test drive, if you come in and do one, it's all quiet roads here. Actually, we'll go to the stop sign up here. It's all very quiet roads outside of the village of Brockport, where you're welcome to come and to your heart's content. Again, if you've seen enough and you just want to buy it, you can, and we can ship it to you if you are out of the area. you can reach us through the website, www.pellacars.com. Give me a call. I'm Drew, 585-771-0111. And that was, again, a highway speed with hands off the wheel and a hard stop. No shakes, no shimmies, no pulls, nothing like that. So, again, this one, if you're a New York State resident, it's going to come New York State inspected. And no matter where you live, it's going to come with a full synthetic oil and filter change. We can put up to a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper used car certification on it. Again, we could add backup cameras, and we could ship it anywhere in the world. It gets a little bit costly if you're outside the 48 immediate United States, the lower states. I don't know why they call it that, because I think Hawaii's... Anyways, point is, the 48 inland states, shipping is very reasonable per mile. It just gets a little bit crazy when it has to get on a ship, but we can do it. So if you'd like, 585-771-0111 or www.pellacars.com. And hey, just throwing it out there, if you really like this video but you have no intentions of buying the car, it just helped in your car shopping and you enjoyed it, or if you were educated or entertained, a thumbs up's really helpful for our business and very appreciated. And if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. It's the only thing we use it for, is these video walk-arounds and test drives with as much retro review material as I could possibly squeeze into the radio silence. So again, I'm Drew. I appreciate your time. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.